Until now, if you were in a market for a small Super Mini, you chose the old Citroen C3 over all its competition for two reasons. One, the amazing cashback deals on offer, and two, that there's cashback deals, and then the second one is, must be something else. No, not cashback. Okay, I can't think of another reason why you bought the old car over its talented competition. But don't get me wrong, it wasn't a bad car. It's just it was completely outclassed by almost everything. But forget all of that. Citroen have a new C3, and they say it's a class beater. The Citroen C3 is available with 3 petrol engines and 3 diesels. On the petrol side, the range begins with a tiny 61 brake horsepower 1.1 litre and then gets bigger with a 1.4 with 75 horsepower, and then there's a flagship 120 brake 1.6. As you can probably tell, we're driving the diesel. This one is a 90 brake horsepower version of the 1.6. The C3, it's not a bad engine, it's torque low down. If struggling a bit, just over about 3,500, it runs out to momentum, but it's nice enough here and it's smooth and refined. Just to confuse matters, there's 2 versions of the 90 brake 1.6. There's this range topping exclusive, and there's something called AirDream. That's Citroen's new name for their efficiency model. It emits just under 100 grams per kilometre of CO2. The new C3 is based on the C3 Picasso's underpinnings, which itself is based on the Peugeot 207. It's funny actually because despite being a regular Super Mini, it actually feels like the C3 Picasso. I blame this enormous windscreen that looks like it's been pinched from the huge C4 Picasso. This is not the car to pick your nose at the traffic lights in. Citroen has worked hard to improve the C3's drive. The last car just never could compete with the best in the class. The old C3 was renowned for its big car ride. It was one of the most comfortable Super Minis you could buy. This car isn't quite as impressive, mainly because we've chosen the range-topping exclusive that comes with big 17-inch wheels. Bet it's better on the smaller wheels. An area the old C3 failed abysmally was its interior. It had hard and nasty plastics, and the design wasn't very inspired. Well, the good news is Citroen has tried really hard to match the competition with fit and finish. Has it succeeded? Well, to be honest, no. We like piano black plastic, but this thing is just covered with it. And this top fascia here, which looks like, I don't know, lacquered titanium, is not very impressive. It all looks a little bit too garish and tacky for my taste.
Okay, Citroen hasn't quite succeeded in making a class beater, but the new C3 is a huge improvement over its predecessor, and with prices beginning at around 11 grand, it's a likeable, quirky alternative to the Fiesta.